Hi everybody, this is Pramita here, and today I'm going to be doing this video whereby I show you how to create a mini folder in the middle of the signature. You can put it throughout anywhere in the signature basically, but I'm going to put this in the middle. Now I have done this before, but using cardstock paper. This time I'm just using some digitals that are from Antique Papery, and these are not available currently, I think, but you can check her shop on Etsy. So I have cut down some items. I'll just walk you through. I had filmed a detailed version of this, and unfortunately, um, oh, it was, there's something goof up with the camera itself. Some parts were not filmed properly, so I decided not to upload that, because then it would be difficult for me to explain and for you to understand. So I have scrapped that video, and instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the actual process of how I'm going to put the pockets over here. Now the pockets are not going to be glued down yet, but I have figured out certain things that are going to go in the pocket. Now as you can see, this is not a double side printed paper or anything, so we are going to use that to our advantage. And how you can do that is you can create bigger pockets, you can create tuck spots, you can create side loading pockets, double side loading pockets, and practically cover up most of the white part. So let's begin the process. So I think when the video goes up, it will be probably 2022. So happy new year to everybody. And I am trying to upload on on certain I have sort of figured out a schedule, and the videos will go up on certain days. Like you'll get a YouTube video on Tuesday, Thursdays, and on Saturdays. So this will probably be on one of such days. And because I already am, doing a lot of other stuff also, like designing, as well as I have a day job, and it becomes difficult to upload every day. But I'm trying to keep this schedule up, which is doable for me, at least for now. And so I will try and upload these videos at certain points. And if you're new to my channel, then welcome. And if you're old subscriber, you have been watching my channel for a while, welcome back, and a very happy new year. So let's begin the process. I will walk you through the entire thing. As I said, most of the footage was not you know not uploadable, I would say, because as I said, my camera goofed up, and some of the parts were missing. And I instead I thought I'll walk you through the process. Now this paper has been scored twice. So when you're creating a fold out page like this, my suggestion will be, now this is applicable on a trifold cover also. My suggestion will be, from my experience, that keep the two sides of irregular measurements. One should be wider than the other. In this case, I will show you. Just a second. In this case, this part is around 3 3/4. Okay. On the other hand, when I measure this one, it is just 3.5. So why this I'm telling you is because this will leave a little bit of gap in between, and this will facilitate the movement of the pages. You can do it either way. You can keep it this way and close this way, and you can do it this way. Now this can be of any dimension. Like I have used up a whole sheet of paper. It can be a 12 by 12 sheet of paper too, which is wider, but the same principle is applicable, because this makes this helps to actually put in more papers, ephemera, whatever pockets, whatever you want. and then also have this close and open very nicely. There will be no obstruction to this process. So that is a tip that I'm sharing. Another thing is that this is a paper from my shop. These are the cool toned damask papers that are available in my shop, and this is a scrap. Now I'm not sure whether I'll be using this or I will be using something else. I don't know. I'm in two minds and I'll tell you why. I'll just show you. So what I have here are, these are some digitals that are soon coming to my shop. I just need to complete the listing. I have not done that, and I have printed them. These are like scrap cards. You can use them to create pockets. You can use them to make journal cards and whatnot. So there are some quote cards also, and these I've just printed them to a double, and these are neutral ones that can be used anywhere. So I have designed a few more, and probably I'll add them to the bunch, separate them like butterfly themed and floral themed and such and such. So this is another one. Yeah, so I think I made, yeah, 2 butterfly themed ones pages, and 2 floral scrap pages, and 2 journal card sort of pages. So I have not decided how they are going to go into the kits, but I'll figure something out. So I'm going to be using these. These are from my pouch pins, and I'm going to keep them aside for some later use. So I will be using these. So I'll use this butterfly probably. So let's see how this comes. I like this, but I can also use this. So let's cut this out and use it. And this, I have printed this on a thickish kind of premium paper, but you can print them on your regular printer paper also, and then you can just back them up with some cardstock. You can do that also. You don't have to have. So just a second, I had some alarm going. I'll come back. Yeah, so it had been a very busy day. Today is the first day of the new year, and I've been getting all sorts of messages. I decided to get some of the stuff done around the house today, and also tomorrow I will be having one of my students visiting me. Now honestly, this student, he lives very far away from me, in another city, in another part of our country. So it's few hundred miles away, I would say, more than a few hundred. So anyways, but he is visiting the city and he wanted to meet me, and yes, I do remote classes, so it's easier for students like this to join my class also. So I have this done, and as you can see, it's instantly, it's very likable sort of thing, and it goes very well with the background also. So this is going to go in as a pocket, and let me paper clip this, and then I'm going to turn this. On this side, what I had was okay, so these are some papers. This is also some scrap I had. This is from Antique Papery, and this is some ledger paper. I think this is from Ruby and Pearl. I am not sure, but you can do it with any ledger paper you have. So I'm going to line these up. So when I'm making a side tuck, I sometimes do a double tuck. So what I mean by double tuck is, I'll show you. um, so I take just some paper and fold the edge along which it will have the opening. Like this will have opening on this side, so I've folded the paper a little bit just to give a little bit of sturdiness, nothing else. And this is going to be another tuck. So you have one pocket, another pocket, so two pockets over here. And you can keep on adding pockets if you so want, but I'm not doing so. So I will stitch around everything and then I will show you how to glue these pockets down. For this side, for the inside, I will show you later what I plan on doing. For this side, I have this one. This will have an opening on the other side, that is on the left hand side. So I have kept this side. Now this was also a scrap. So what I did was, as I usually do, I have strengthened the lip portion, and here I've just folded this in because there was enough paper to do so. So again, these are going to be your side tucks, and this is what I meant by showing, you know, like you can fill up the entire page. You don't have to worry if it's a single-sided page. You can make the most of it. Like you won't be able to see much of it anyways once you put the side tucks in and you start putting the journal card or the tag in. So you won't be able to see much of it. It doesn't matter whether your paper is single-sided, so it is good. So again, I'm going to move this aside, and the next thing we have to do is the pocket inside. So for the inside pocket, I had some scraps from the one ledger paper sheet that I used. And I do this because, you know, it brings a kind of cohesiveness. If you're using a single sheet of paper, then automatically what happens is everything starts coming together. You don't have to worry. So you don't have to worry whether, your, project is matchy or everything is okay or not. So again over here, so this was a single sheet, this part, and then this part. So I've used up all that. And what I did was, I'm going to form a single pocket. I will stitch or glue over here, and then I'm going to add this as a pocket, and over here I might add some vellum as a pocket. Okay, so I'm not sure about that, but what I'll do is, if I'm using a vellum, I'm going to use a background for that vellum. I'll show you what I mean by that. So I have these, the one that I showed. Yeah, so I have this butterfly image, or probably I can use this butterfly also, because this is a little bit bright. So what I'll do is, I'll just layer this. This is a tad shorter, that's okay. So I'll put it over here so that, you know, it has a kind of blended look. I can put it here, but I want a bigger piece. So I will look for a bigger piece of vellum and I'll be back. Just a second. So I have a bigger piece of vellum. So what I'll do is, I'll just slightly glue up the edges. So I'll just show you what I mean by that. So these need listing. I will probably do this over the weekend, you know, because listing requires a lot of information, and also, you know, taking pictures, creating thumbnails and all sorts of things. So I would like to do that in a proper manner, and then I will list this. So they will be listed in the first week of January. So if you are looking for mini collage items like this, they are pretty good about that. So what I'll do is I'll create a vellum. It's like a vellum infused pocket, you can say. Not infused, but you know, just. So what I'll do is I'll just add. Now I am going to sew around this, so I'm not going to put too much of glue, but a little bit of a glue, and then I will sew everything and be back to show how it looks. Now I have some, you know, something I need to clear this up. I have not used this glue bottle for a while because I was digging into my older glue bottles and using a brush. Yeah, so now I have this ready, and what I'll do is I will. So this is an easy way to add textures. You can even add some sort of a lace. So I'm not going to add a lot of glue, just some hint. Okay, and then I'm going to put this vellum on top of this, and I'm going to push this on the outer side. That will squash all the extra glue on the outer side, and you will not have any mark over here. Okay, so this is how it's looking, and I'm going to trim off the extra so that we can use this vellum for something else also. But this is how you can add vellum texture to your pockets. Okay, so this is how it is. So I'm going to let this dry because it is pretty wet and I won't be able to sew around it, and sew the other things, other pockets, and be back to show you how they would look once I start putting them. Now I might not put them on the page right away. I will paper clip them, and I will also show you an update on the journal cards, you know, the one that I have done before, and then I have done all the others. So I'll show you an update on that, and I will be back after I have stitched these pockets all around. And yeah, so I have stitched basically everything except a few things, but I just needed to show you that when we are making side tucks like this, and we have the, you know, the lip part, or the you know, the insert, the opened part, you can say, the opening. I have stitched that first, and then what I'll do is I'll just put perhaps a paper clip or something, and then I'm going to stitch rest of it just like I've done over here. So this is on the same concept, only this will be aligned on this way and this is going to be aligned on this way. So I am going to stitch this around and I'll be back. Okay, so I've stitched all the pockets and let me show you how they look. So let me move this aside. Yeah, so this is the pocket that I was talking about. So this can go in here. So I will fix these with paper clips because you know, the putting down of the pockets will be towards the end of the journal. I don't put them way ahead, but just to gauge how thick my journal will be. And in this case, like, this is going to be a trifold folder sort of thing, so I must know the thickness because that will give me an idea how much ephemera, how much you know, it's going to bulge out and things like this. So I'm going to keep that in mind. And so this is the inside pocket. So let's work on the other one. So this is the other pocket, the bigger one. So I'm going to paper clip these two together. Okay, and then on this side we'll have another of those pocket. So this is going to be like this. This is going to close up like this. So you can see that it doesn't matter whether it is a single-sided, I have printed them on single side, and this is going to be a pocket. So I have a pocket over here, I have a pocket over here, and I really like how this has turned out. And I will embellish the pockets a little bit more. I will show you how they look and the whole process. This one is the vellum covered one, and I'm just going to take off from the side a little bit, the extra bit, not the little bit, the extra bit, and then I'm going to ink around the edges. I do not do very complicated things. If you notice my journals, I try to use very simple ideas, and you know, if I make something I can really make something complicated, but it's the simple things that catch one's eye more, I found, than the complicated ones, because then it becomes, people, you know, find it too intimidating, and they would not want to try it for themselves in any case. So that's not the whole idea. The idea behind this is that you should try and do something similar. So I'm going to put this over here, and let me paper clip these two portions, because I know for sure they are going to go in here. So I'm going to paper clip this, and I've already started my work on the other pockets, which are really in the very basic stage, and I will work on them. I will also have to get a video done for my Patreon exclusive. So my Patreon exclusive has, you know, from this year onwards, I have planned every fortnight there's going to be an exclusive video for the Patreons. So the first for this year is going up tomorrow. So every second Sunday there's going to be a Patreon exclusive, you can say. So this pocket is going to go in over here, and then when I close this, yeah, so when I close this, there will be this pocket. So I'm going to put it over here, and then this will close up like this. Okay, so you can see how many ephemera you can fit in over here. Pretty considerable, considering the size, pretty good in number, because there are 2 pockets over here, 3 pockets, then 4 and 5, 6 and 7, then 8 and 9. And trust me, you can add more pockets on the inside of this. You know, if you want, you can add more pockets over here, but I'm not trying to bulk this up too much, except that I just want to make it a very on-the-go kind of journaling. Like, you have the ephemera, you just dig this out, you write something, just put a note, keep it in the pocket, and that's it. So that's the whole idea behind this trifold folder kind of journals. And also I'm going to give you an update on the ephemera cards that I was showing. Let me, okay, so I have basically managed to finish everything, and also I have put the cards in over here, but I have not backed them up yet, because I just wanted to see how many cards are required in this folder, so that I can use up the rest of the cards, because I have made quite a few of them. I think around 22 cards, and they took up quite a lot of time, but it was worth it. So here are the front pocket cards. Of course, they are going to be stitched around and then added backing papers and stuff like that. So I think this one, I am not sure. This one we did on camera. I'm not sure about that. I don't remember. Total amnesia. So these cards go in here, and this one goes in here. And of course, the pockets, I'm going to put a few embellishments there. On the inside, this I'm sure we did on screen, on camera, and this is another one that I've done. This goes in the front pocket, and then this goes inside the back pocket. Just a little bit. So this goes in here. Yeah. And this goes in here. And this was the belly band, you know. And I made this card. I absolutely love it. I wanted to bring out this a little bit of blue in here because everything was looking too pink. So I used this blue flower. It's a fussy cut from some shop. I don't remember. But if I do remember, I will definitely let you people know. So this is another card, the large card that would go inside the middle. And what I have is I do have plans for stitching at some portions of the cards and then going around them. So that will come a bit later on. So this goes in here, and what I liked is that this face is peeking through this pocket. Absolutely gorgeous. And here are the two mini cards. Just let me dig these out. These are pretty tricky and I need to add some tabs or some threads or something. So these are the two cards. They go in inside. Okay. And I have not put anything on these two pockets. I will work on them later on. And when you close this, there is this this card which goes in over here. I just need to trim this a little bit probably. And this one is another card that I made. So some are made using the ATCs and some with the, you know, the image of the ladies, young children and stuff like this. So this is another card that I did. This is another one. Lots of layers over here, as you can see. These two are labels, this one, this one, this one, and probably when I stitch them I will add a few more textures or labels. I don't know for sure right away. So this is another one. Absolutely love how they turned out. You know, this is the fun of creating a neutral kind of background, because then you can put anything and everything will work, sort of thing. So this is how it's looking. So I'm pretty happy with the way the ephemera has turned out. And also I have more or less prepped the pockets, but that's going to be in the next part. So keep watching, don't skip, because you will be gathering a lot of ideas in the process. So thank you everybody for watching this. Bye. Have a great day.